So we always hear this when guys say that, oh, I'm just tapping her pictures, double tapping her pictures, I'm just taking her on one date, that's it. We always hear this excuse that, oh, it's just one date, it's just one picture, it's just one time I'm paying for her OnlyFans, right? This is always there. Guys gotta have some sort of excuse or reasoning or something. And it's not just because they want to feel good or look good in front of other people. It's also because they just want to peace with themselves. You know, this is coming from internal as well. Because they have to tell themselves, man, I need to have some sort of reason, a solid reason or excuse to keep paying this girl with money, with attention, with resources, whatever. Otherwise, they're gonna go completely nuts. Why? Because this girl is not giving him the time of the day. So if he doesn't have a good reason to reason with his own self, then by default his brain's gonna kick in, his logical side is gonna kick in, and it's going to drive him crazy. This is called a sunk fallacy, lost sunk fallacy, something along that line, where you keep pouring in your resources, your time, but you don't get any return back, but you keep telling yourself, oh, I'll get it back eventually. And you have to have some sort of reason to reason with yourself, and that's their reason. Oh, it's just one time, you know. But I'm here to tell you, fellas, this is going to paralyze you mentally. Why? Because that one time never stays at one time. See, it starts with that Instagram double tap. You see that girl with them big old booty, big old titties. It starts with double tapping her picture the first time, right? And before you know, you're buying her OnlyFans. Before you know, you're buying her Snapchat Premium. Before you know, you're taking her on a fancy ass dinner date. Before you know, you're flying her over somewhere. All forms of simping, right? And this comes from social conditioning from a very early age, you know, living in the blue pill world for men. I get it. Because we were always taught that we're supposed to wine and dine women. We're always taught that without giving anything monetary, we're not supposed to ask for anything back from them. And by anything back from them, what I really mean is sex, because that's the only thing men want out of women, or most men want out of women, right? So we're brainwashed to think that, oh, we can't want that unless we do something for them first. But those days are gone, right? We all know this. This is a new era. This is a new time. The wine and dining days are gone. So what do? Simple. You stop double tapping her pictures. Fellas, you have any idea how addicting social media is to women? Let me explain it to you a little bit more, okay? I have 22,000 followers on my Instagram, and when I first started getting my followers going up, and by the way, I have followers on my Instagram from motorcycle stuff, all right? I used to collab with other motorcycle pages. I used to ride motorcycle with a lot of people. I used to make moto vlogs on YouTube as well, and I had quite a few views and followers from that. That's how I got a lot of followers on my Instagram. And if you go look at my Instagram at Zeekpeak, you'll see that most of my pictures on there are with my motorcycle. So when I first started getting 100, 200, 300, 500 likes, oh man, it messed with my head. I thought I was on cloud 9. And then eventually I picked it up pretty quick. Hey, this is just fake stuff, phony stuff. This is not reality. Why? Because these people who are liking my pictures, they don't like me. They like my pictures because of my motorcycle, because of what I possess, what I have. I saw that very quick. I'm not, I feel like I've been red-pilled quite a few times in my life, but I was too stupid to see that moment. And that was definitely one of my red pill moments where I saw that, man, people don't really like me or like my pictures because of me. They're liking it because of what I have. But women are too stupid and distracted even more than that to see any of that. So so that tells you right there how these chicks feel about themselves, just because they're getting 600, 700, 800 likes a picture. Now I usually get around 1,500 to 2,000 likes on every single picture on Instagram, but I don't even look at it anymore. I honestly don't care. I turned off my Instagram notification button, so even if I do get likes, comments, DMs, whatever, I don't even get notified, because I don't want my phone to keep buzzing 24 fucking 7. It's annoying as hell. And I don't need that distraction. But women, oh man, you best believe they do. Why? Because our monetary resource is money. That makes us feel confidence. Our bank account makes us feel more confident. Women's is attention. That's why she doesn't turn it off. That's why she keep posting cleavage photos, booty hanging pictures, titty hanging pictures. And ladies, if you're watching this, hey, I'm not hating, do whatever the hell you want to do. This is your life. What I do have a problem with is that when you try to come back to us after the age of 25, 26, 27, after you're no longer as young and beautiful, and now you want to settle down with us because because now you tell us that, oh, I'm experienced and I know what I want out of life. I was young, dumb, and stupid back then, and I didn't know what I want out of life back then. Now I do. So marry me up now. No, I do have a problem with that. See, you lost all your value, and now you're coming to me with that nonsense. No, we're not going to do that. See, you tell me that now you know what you want out of your life. Well, now I know what out of my life too, and it is not you. So anyways, fellas, I have a couple roommates, but one of them is an engineering student, right? He's going to classes with me. We met in school, aerospace engineering program. That's what he's in as well. He's a prior military, he's a vet. And that just goes to show you that any amount of success, status, military power, whatever you're in, whatever you got going on for yourself, is not going to get you out of that beta mindset unless you change that mindset for yourself. Right? Because he's sitting there, 300-pound overweight, double tapping on the Instagram models' pictures. Bro, do you have any chance with this chick? No, you don't. You yourself look like a fucking pumpkin. I don't just give women crap for being fat and not taking care of themselves. Hell no. You know me, fellas. You guys know me. I'll bite down hard on you too if you're not doing your part as a man. Do you have any chance with this chick? No, you don't. She's getting flown out to Dubai, Brazil, England, all over the globe, just with her beauty and youth. And you're sitting here eating on your potato chips, playing Call of Duty, 300-pound overweight, getting tired and breathing hard just because you're standing up. Dude, my roommate is so fucking fat. It takes breath out of him just for him to stand up. He has to lean over against something. He can't stand up on his 2 feet straight tall for more than 10-20 seconds without starting to breathe heavy. That should tell you how overweight he is. And I try to tell him, I try to help him, he won't listen. He's stubborn as hell. So hey, it's his life, not mine. And he's double tapping on Instagram models. Like, why? You think she's even looking at that like list to see who's liking her picture? Hell no. You're just a fanboy to her. And this is paralyzing you because you're living on online world. You're not living in reality. From that, you convert over to porn addiction. And hey, I'm not completely against nofap or with nofap. I'm not completely against porn or with porn. I believe everything should be done in moderation. And we'll talk about that in details in another video, what I feel about porn and nofap and all that, all right? But when you become addicted to it, that you got to do it twice a day, every single day, and you're busting gallons and gallons of nuts to the point where you're running out of nuts in your body to bust. Have you noticed that? When you bust too many nuts, you don't bust anymore. Like, your nuts just don't come out anymore of your penis, of your dick, right? Have you noticed that? And that's when you need to tell yourself, man, I should cut back on this crap. This is just like junk food. It's addicting, and you keep doing it over and over again. And it's sad, fellas. It's really sad because it's mentally handicapping you, and you're not seeing it. How is it mentally handicapping you? Because you are used to double tapping on her pictures, and then that trickles down to buying her OnlyFans, getting on Tinder, getting flaked on by 2s and 3s and 4s, and then buying their Snapchat premium and whatnot. And then from that, it trickles down to having porn addiction and all that, right? And then it trickles down to being obsessed with video games and just watching TV all damn day. So what happens is you become completely isolated, or at least isolated from the female attraction side, right? Women don't find you attractive because you're not self-improving. You're wasting your time on online world, right? All of you guys who are on online world and you live on there. It's one thing to have just a hobby or just pass time for a couple hours watching TV or playing video games, but it's a completely different thing when that becomes your reality. So women don't appreciate and like those type of guys in general. So you start telling yourself, I'm no good, I have no value, I have nothing, yada yada yada. And even when you do see a girl in person, and let's say that you're not overweight, let's say that you just have an average body and you're just an average guy, and you do see a girl in person, your confidence level goes to shit. And that's just not with women, that's with every single thing you do. See, it starts with women. Your confidence level starts to go down with women after you become paralyzed by the online world presence. And I talked about this plenty of times, how social media is ruining our current relationships, our current society, our current women, our current men. So it starts with that, and then when that confidence level starts going down to shit, it affects your job, whatever you're working at. Maybe you're an IT guy. You don't feel as good to work anymore. It affects your mental health. You start to become more and more depressed, and that might lead to suicide, ending yourself and all that stuff. And then if you're a businessman, you start making shitty business decisions. Or if you're not a businessman, if you're wanting to get into business, you get demotivated because your confidence is just not there. See how it trickles down to everything? And then before you know, you're 30 years old, still living with your mom, and a virgin as a guy. Yes, there is a big problem if you're a 30-year-old man and a virgin. Or 20, 25, not even 20, 25, 25, not even 20, 25-year-old guy and you're a virgin. Yes, there's a big problem. It's not in our imperative, in our biological imperative, to stay as virgins. Now, if you're a religious guy and you want to do that for religious beliefs, hey, that's a different thing. I'm not questioning that. I'm not doing any of that. But if you're wanting to sleep around with women, if you're wanting to lose that virginity and you're not being able to, and you're 30 or 25, there's a problem, and we got to fix that. And it starts with that double tapping on their pictures. And fellas, just because another effect on that before I end the video, that's happening from you double tapping on her pictures is you're making these chicks live on cloud 9. Why do you think modern women think they're so why do you think modern women think so highly of themselves? It's not just because that dumbass college degree that they have. It's also because of how much cock attention that they get. And that's probably the number one reason, is how much cock attention they get. And it is happening because of social media. It is happening because you guys are double tapping on her pictures. Dude, I wasn't even double tapping my last girlfriend's pictures when I was dating her. And it kept her on her toes. I haven't double tapped a chick's pictures in, I don't even know, like 7-8 years probably now. It always just made me feel like a simp, or not feel like a simp because I didn't know what a simp was back then. It always made me feel inferior. Like I was like, nah, I don't want to like her pictures. I want her to like my pictures. And that's what's happening. You are being inferior to her because you're putting her on a pedestal. When you like her pictures and she's not even looking at your way. She's not even following you, for Christ's sake, on Instagram. And you're liking all her pictures. How desperate and sad is that, fellas? Come on, give me a break. So if you want to change in the society, if you want things to turn out for the better, if you want to have results, not only do you need to start improving yourself and your mental health, your sexual health, your physical health, your financial health, but also you need to start holding all these women responsible and accountable for everything that they do. And it starts with this double tapping. Fellas, you have no idea how important Instagram is to a woman, and her like count and her follower count. How important getting TikTok views is to a woman. If she is a YouTuber, how important getting YouTube views is to her. getting comments to her. If you'll notice this, if it's a mediocre channel and she's a woman, every single comment you post on her YouTube channel, most likely she's going to reply you with something, unless it's a simp comment. Then yeah, she's gonna ignore you. But if you try to analyze her video or something, she'll always going to reply back to you. Guys, we don't got that time. We're busy with other things. We don't give a shit if we get the attention from other people or not. We're gonna keep our work up. See, on my videos, I get so many comments. I don't have time to read all that. On my older videos, on some of the videos that are controversial and has gotten a lot of views. Because I honestly could care less if I get the attention or not. I'm not doing this for the fame. I'm doing it to save lives, you guys' lives. Trying to wake y'all's asses up. So, if you stop giving them this attention, this cock attention, right and left, for nothing. She hasn't done anything for you. She hasn't given you any kind of choosing signal. She hasn't done anything for you, but you are already putting her on a pedestal, making her seem like she's better than you, so you need to start whining, dining her. You need to start simping for her. You need to start liking her pictures. So yeah, if it's obviously women are going to take advantage of that. If we had a system in society that favored us that much, we would have done the exact same thing. So don't blame women for this when you guys are the one who's doing this bull crap. We start here in this community, and then we slowly spread this message. And that's why I always tell you to like, comment, subscribe, so YouTube algorithm can pick up my video and put it in front of other men. And share it to your friends as well. Hope this video made sense. Follow me on Instagram at Zeekpeak. Until next time, stay blessed, stay beautiful, and above all, stay classy.